Naturopathic medicine goes so deep. It's a wonderful medicine that, not because it empowers and educates, I think that it's probably the most lasting type of medicine you could ever have. Because first of all, a person learns about their own chemistry and then they know how to manage their chemistry or their particular patterns or imbalances through their life. So yes, when we work with neurotransmitters, they may suffer from anxiety again, but at least they'll have the knowledge of how to take care of that, and they'll have options and choices when that does happen. I have some big dreams. You know, my vision is definitely far beyond a clinic. I mean, I have a real interest in empowering women to go to places like Afghanistan or the Middle East or even in our own countries, and just to help people who have been disempowered by life. My goal is to have a charity and to use the proceeds from anything that, any books that are written or videos that are done, anything that we put on the internet. The ultimate goal of all of that is to actually have more funding that we can put back in the world to help people. So I also wish to, not only do I want to do this work in my own city and in my own province, but I really want to have this knowledge to go out to the globe. So anyone, anywhere can have the knowledge of how to self-heal. The website there are two parts of it. One is Integrative Healthcare Online and the other is Natural Mood Care. Integrative Healthcare Online focuses on just preventative health and chronic disease. Natural Mood Care focuses on mood disorders. Both of them have two primary mandates. One is to educate and empower, and the second is to allow people to access the therapies that I offer. When someone comes to see me at the clinic, the first step is to fill out an 18-page questionnaire, and this is available online. It takes quite a bit of time to fill this out. It's very deep and extensive. It looks into a person's history and their lifestyle, and there are some questionnaires about their neurotransmitters and hormones and things like that. So it helps me a lot and it saves a lot of time. So they'll bring their questionnaire and we'll go over it together. So usually the first visit is about an hour, and I will look into and we will discuss their past, their past medical complaints, their lifestyle, and in the first visit, I will determine if they need to do further testing. So maybe they need to come in and do an adrenal panel, or we need to do a neurotransmitter panel, and there are other testing that we do, but those are two quite common areas that help people a lot and are often out of balance. And basically, it takes a couple of weeks for those test results to come in, and then they'll do a follow-up. Usually the follow-up's a half hour to an hour. And we'll go over all of whatever we find, all the test results, and I will create a program. And the program will involve nutrition, mental emotional processing, could involve different types of physical exercise or therapies, breath work or meditation practices. So I would take into consideration a person's religious preferences. And we would create something that's very individualized for them based on their needs and wishes. When someone lives in another country, they can have a phone-based consult with me, or we can do web conferencing. And it basically works exactly the same as coming into the clinic. So I do long-distance work. So I think my furthest client is in Turkey, and I have people from all over the US and Canada and various other countries. So we work online as well. People will sometimes email me questions, and we are setting up a web-based system so that we can actually do live video conferencing. So people will be able to definitely access me not only by coming into the clinic, but by phone consult and by web-based consults. What I offer people who come in both with phone consults and in the clinic, the first and primary thing is we sort out problems. People come in because they have unusual health difficulties, they haven't found answers. So the primary step for me is to help that person find out what is going on. If I can find out what's going on, then I can find out how to solve that. And then we'll work together in the solution of how to heal something. So I have people come in, they may have Lyme's disease and it's been undiagnosed, and we'll find that out. We'll sort out if they have an infectious problem, if they have a heavy metal problem, if they're have had exposure to some chemical or toxin. We need to find these things first to ensure proper treatment modalities. Now once I sort out what's actually going on with someone, then there are many therapies, and some of them will be done in the clinic, but oftentimes I'll refer out at that point. Maybe someone needs to go to a colon hydrotherapist, or maybe someone needs to go and do acupuncture, or perhaps someone needs to go see a chiropractor, or perhaps a psychologist. So oftentimes when I'm working with a person at a distance, I can help them find what they need. What would I say to a skeptic? What do you have to lose? Seriously, what can hurt from trying something? The first principle, of course, of naturopathic medicine is to do no harm. So there's certainly no harm can come from trying, but only a world of good.